No, I'm asking you, when exactly did you brew this coffee? I mean, you didn't use one of your dirty socks as a coffee filter again, did you? I mean, it had an interesting bouquet and finish, but it wasn't quite, what I was expecting. Hey, look, the show's running. What are you doing? Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's time once again for the Comics Coffee Table. That's right, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. We get together. We share our coffee break or our lunch break together, and we talk about our hobby, comic books, funny books, floppies, the serialized periodical publications that keep our hearts a pulsing and our attentions focused and happy, I guess, for the most part. There's a lot of outrage out there over this and that and the other thing. And me and Pika have decided to say, what are we saying? Fuck all that. Actually, there's things to be mad about, of course. There's always things to be outraged about. But, here, in this space with our amplification, with our messaging, and our platforming, we are choosing to make a safer space for, I'm not punching down on anyone by adopting that kind of voice. I'm just hamming it up. Gee, it's like, what evs for evs, dude? How you doing? Having a good day? It's new release day. New comic books today. It's on Wednesdays. We cover new comic books twice a week on this show. On Wednesdays, we go over the menu of what's available for the week. And I go to my local comic book shop every Wednesday, basically, barring, hernia surgery or just maybe the rare week that there's like nothing out. And on those weeks, I make it a point to get supplies. Yeah, actually, I make a big point not to joke about the amplification of my agenda, messaging, platforming, yada yada yakety schmackety all down the line. It's very important to me to get my supplies at my local comic book shop. I could be getting them from my online supply chain and getting a discount. See, all year long, we've been doing this show for 2 years now. This year, we've been focusing on reboxing, reboarding, and rebagging my entire collection. Basically, about 20 years worth of Wednesdays in the most modern of my in my most modern collection. It's about 8 long boxes full of Wednesdays, and it's been a trip to go through these comics. I'm also getting my head around grading them and seeing how much they could be worth, kicking myself in the ass with the live and learn kid of I should have been using backing boards the entire time, because that really would have helped with the quality of these funny books. Just because you have a really nice quality book, that's a key issue. A key issue would be something that is very like a first appearance or a major death or a big thing happens. And then you notice, hey, I got cracks all over the spine of this thing, and look at this corner, but also the other half of that is I read my comic books. I read them. I've been reading them. I love my comic books. They're a source of escapism and entertainment to me, as they are for you, hopefully, too, and not just some kind of speculating collector's market, which there's a hint of that, too. So I am using this show to ask you, to say to you, oh comic book fan, get thy ass out of thy seat into thy comic book shop, your LCS, your local comic book shop, and spend some money there. They could use it. They deserve your patronage. Seriously, I live in the Boston area, and I'm blessed with literally 8 different comic book shops just in the area of local transportation. I mean, public transportation. I don't have a car. And yeah, so I'm getting my bags, my boards, and my boxes at the retail markup, too, at my local comic book shop. But, it's important for me to be, I feel like I'm part of my own culture by doing that. And it gets me, you know, into the local comic book shop, talking to the staff, talking to other comic book fans, seeing what they're buying. And it's, there is none of this outrage culture in the comic book shop. A lot of the outrage culture is just out here on the internet, especially when it comes to anonymity and hiding behind a screen name. There's a two-edged sword to anonymity on the internet. One thing, it's just, I know it's important to people because they could get, in serious trouble, where they work, where they live, by expressing opinions, or or whatnot. Yet on the other hand, too, trolls. But trolls are part and parcel with the internet. You just have to, I'm a pacifist, but if the left can say punch a Nazi, me in the middle said, you know what, I'm gonna kick a troll all day long. You know what I mean? Pull off your wings and take a magnifying glass in the sun to you like I'm Tom King and you're a Z-list hero. Oh, burn! Sorry, Pika. I mean, just tell me to. He's okay. It is new release day, and on Wednesdays, I'm hopefully at the comic book shop right about now. And I go to leagueofcomicgeeks.com for the new release menu. What do we have today? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 80 plus 40, 120 plus 1. 121 different periodical publications are listed here at leagueofcomicgeeks.com. And it's going to be a light week for me buying comics. So I know I need at least 2 more short boxes. And it's a good week to get some supplies. And it's out of 121 available publications, how many will I buy? Not many, as it comes to look at it here. I'll be lucky to get 2 or 3. So it's a good time. It's a good day to look at the back issues too. I'm if you're a fan of the show, if you're new to the show, welcome. Pull up a chair, grab a cuppa, whatever it is you're shoving under your nose today, there, pal. Tough guy, thick neck, strong man, turkey pockets. However you identify in the grand spectrum of humanity, on planet Earth and beyond, you are welcome here. Pre-recorded before a live studio audience of my stuffed animals from our Boston studios, which is down the street from the corner. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Let's get to it. Let's talk about new releases. What's on the menu today? $4.99, 40 pages. It's Nightwing number 108 with 4 variant covers, written by Tom Taylor. Artist is Stephen Byrne. And remember, Ben Abernathy is the group editor. He is the Batman editor. So there is a group of Batman books. And it's interesting. Nightwing does not have the Batman oval on it. Now, Catwoman does. Poison Ivy does. I believe Harley Quinn does. And but Nightwing doesn't. And that identifies as like a bat title. And this is just some, Dick encounters old flame. Is she friend or foe? Yeah, I mean, it's Nightwing's not for me, but it's for there's a lot of people that watch the show that like Tom Taylor's Nightwing. So it's like, I'm not going to diss it. I'm not going to I'm not reading it. I read the last issue. It was a miss for me, but no thanks. Oh my goodness. Everyone's talking about this. It's Gang War is coming. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 38. That's Legacy number 932. And it's more of the rec rap foolishness that's really, really thrilling readers. What's rec rap foolishness? Rec rap is this like bizarro magic Spider-Man big goofy thing from Limbo. It's like it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be light because this is the last issue before the Gang War Spidey event. So Spidey has a host of different other titles, like Venom, Carnage. If Venom and Carnage are even still considered part of the Spider-Verse, there's Spider-Boy, there's Miles Morales, there's Cindy Moon Silk, there's Red Goblin just finished up, and there's probably gonna be just other tie-ins too. I hear there's like a Luke Cage tie-in, so this is like street level New York City neighborhood gang turf stuff. So expect to see, the usual suspects. You could see, we're definitely going to, Luke Cage is currently the mayor of New York, of Marvel, New York. And who is the last mayor of New York? Wilson Fisk, the kingpin. And who is now the White King of the Hellfire Club. You need like a wiki to keep up with this stuff. It used to be something like, you need like an 11-year-old kid who was a comic book fan that just explain everything to you. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's best to keep it to the wikis, I guess. Or read the bloody things. This has 7 variant covers. It's a $4.99 cover price. It says 28 pages. But it's 22 pages of story and art, and that's including the cover. Because it's the cover. The cover art is art. You got to include that. I mean, it's not sequential story, funny book panels. No, but it counts. I count it. There's Batman, Superman's World's Finest, number 21, with a lot of purple on the cover. Modern purple. Sully loves modern purple. You know what I mean? It's the color of equality. It's the color. This color has so much luggage behind it, I cringe every time I see purple, because everything turns to that fucking modern purple. No outrage. Yeah, you said you weren't outrageous. No, this isn't outrage. This is just more of like, just dissatisfaction. It's written by Mark Waid, art by incredible art by Dan Mora, and it's set on Earth 22. And Mark Waid is revisiting his own creation from about 30 years ago, Kingdom Come. Yeah, and that was almost 30 years ago. It was closer to. It's over 25, and it's closer to 30 than you think. Yeah, huh? You're getting old, kid. You're getting wicked old there. You should make sure you eat your Geritol. We got 5 variant covers, including a sweet-ass Brian Hitch cover. You know what I mean? There's also a Hush variant that's using the Todd McFarlane action figure. I like that one, too. I'm a sucker for a variant cover. They're only $1 more, and they're on cardstock. This is $3.99, 32 pages. And the World's Finest team ends up on a parallel Earth where they get to meet future versions of themselves, where that Earth kind of went to heck. If you know the story of Kingdom Come, Mark Waid wrote that. And it's nice to see that he gets to return to that. But I was reading this, and I was tuned into this for a good chunk of almost a year. And so I've got probably have about 10 issues of this. This is the 21st issue. So I know I've got, I've got less than half of that. All right. So but I kind of fizzled off on it. I did, and I put it down. It's nothing to say about the quality of it. It's nothing to say about... It's really good. It's set in an idealized kind of, say, less than 10 years ago, where Batman's with his first Robin, Dick Grayson, who's still a teenager. And the world's fine. So it's set in this idealized kind of past with very iconic looking costumes for all the Justice League heroes and the villains too. I mean, this would be great if they had if there was something such as the old in the 70s we used to have the story Bible, like Jose Luis Garcia Lopez had. He had this magnificent story Bible, and there was just everything looked seamless and the same. It was consistent, line wide, through like comic books, cartoons, action figures. It was great, and this harkens back to that, and I like that. But yeah, I put this down. It's not because it's bad. It's because it's pretty good, but it's just, it's just not for me. And I got this is what I'm getting. $4.99, 32 pages. Superman number 8. It's Legacy number 851, and it's the Chained book. It's part 3 of Chained, written by Joshua Williamson, and I'm getting it basically for the Gleb Milnikov's art, and there's also Jamal Campbell and David Baldion on this too. And Norm Rapmund, the famous Norm Rapmund, is doing some inking work. And you know me, that I love me some traditional pencils and inks. I mean, I am not part of this digital revolution. The future belongs to the analog loyalists. Steve Albini said that in the 80s, with his punk band, Big Black. Not really punk, more of like... where am I going with that? I don't know. There's Immortal X-Men number 17. This is written by Kieran Gillen with art by Juan Jose Rip, who's also doing some work over on Wolverine as well. Juan Jose Rip is an amazing artist, and I love his stuff. This one has Jean Grey all over the cover. There are three variant covers, and I've been I have my finger on the pulse of this. It's usually part of my pirate treasure chest, my weekly pirate treasure chest. Arg, and it's as X-Men titles go, and this because it has the Fall of X trade dress on it with which is just meant to signify that this is part of that's what's going on. Fall of X, and it's okay. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I like other X-Men titles better. Sure. I mean, I've been enjoying X-Men, like Dark X-Men. I've been enjoying Alpha Flight better than something like this. So like Immortal X-Men and like X-Men Red, they just sure. I mean, I'm just grateful and blessed to, be able to read these, not have to spend money on them. And if I want to, if I like them, I will go back and buy them. I will go and buy a physical copy. And because that's how I am and who I am as a comic book fan. I mean, if it deserves my money and some space in my long box, it gets it. Speaking of Juan Jose Rip, we got Benjamin Percy and Juan Jose Rip over on Wolverine issue number 39 with the Fall of X trade dress in the corner by the issue number. We have Black Panther teaming up with our friend Logan here, and it's called Last Mutant Standing. It's been pretty fun so far. Juan Jose Rip's art is amazing, and it's a beautiful cover art by Lionel Francis Yu. Who's a nice dude. I love that guy. I met him at the at Wicked Boston Comic Con this past year, and he was just I just like I was so shy. I got like a little starstruck, and like he's just sitting there. He didn't have a line at the time, and he's just sitting there, like and I'm like Leno, hi, I'm Eric. He's like, hi, Eric, and I'm like, dude, I love your work, man. And he's like, oh, thank you, and just he's done so many things, and it's just hard to peg one, because when you're seeing him, it's just like I'm a little bit like flustered. Like I don't have any of your funny books for you to sign. But all in all, this has been it's been fun. I mean, Benjamin Percy gets all the Marvel writers seem to get a lot of crap from a lot of people on my side of the aisle, I have to say. But Benjamin Percy, he's just one of the bullpen writers, and it's like this is his time to to be in the starting rotation. You have 4 starting pitchers, 5 starting pitchers on a baseball team. It's the same kind of thing with comic book writers, and that's how I feel. So yeah, he's like what a number 3 starter. You can count on him. He's going to get strikes. He's going to get base hits. He's going to give up some hits. He's going to give up some runs. It's baseball. Be democratic. Stop throwing strikeouts. More Tom Taylor for the girls and boys at home and anyone in between that reads that stuff. We got Titans, number 5, with beautiful art by Nicola Scott. Beautiful Nicola Scott. I love Australian girls. I think it's to do with Olivia Newton-John. And then, just the accent drives me wild. And just, apparently, an Australian friend of mine once said, Australian women love American men. I'm like, hi, call me. Written by Tom Taylor, 6 variant covers, including a holiday cover. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you're reading it. It's the Teen Titans all grown up. There is a world without the Justice League right now. And the Titans are the premier saviors and protectors of the Dawn of DC Prime Earth Zero, and filling in while the Justice League gets their act together. And sooner or later, the Justice League will return. They always do, don't they? We've got Wonder Woman 3 by Tom King, Legacy issue number 803. Art by Daniel Sampere. This has 10 variant covers. There's also a Jim Lee variant cover that they don't show. Indeed. And there's there's a foil variant. Like Mel Milton has the same issue. Now that says it shows 10 variant covers, but 3 of them are the same art. Mel Milton's art, but one is the exclusive Mel Milton, so it says Wonder Woman on it. And then we have what's known as the Virgin variant, which means there's nothing on it. No price, no maker's mark, no creator credit. It says DC, and that's it. And then there's a foil version of that. But then there's a Jim Lee version of this too, which is pretty cool. I would love to see that. And let's see, that is $4.99, 40 pages. Has a backup of Trinity, the daughter of Wonder Woman. Who's the baby's daddy? Who is Trinity's father? Who do you think is Trinity's father? I think it's Michael Holt, Mr. Terrific. That's my guess. It has to be, because we need to. She needs to be intersectional enough. I don't know. That's just my thought. Incredible Hulk number 6. I'll be picking that up. I will definitely be picking that up. So I'm at least picking up Superman and Incredible Hulk. $3.99. 28 pages it says here, but that's just 22 pages of story and art. It's one of the Ghost Riders hanging out with Bruce Banner. But it's Philip Kennedy Johnson. Great art by Nick Klein. And we got 4 variant covers here. I would love to get one of these variant covers. This is a wraparound. I am a sucker for a good variant cover. I wouldn't get a variant cover. I don't know, like variant covers. I mean, it's a scam. It really is. But for me personally, as like just being a comic book buyer, it's like, oh, I like that. That's all it is to it. You know, I like that one. Ooh, it's a foil. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. You know, was it going to be? Does it mean it's going to have some kind of speculator thing? Only if like you hermetically seal it and get it slabbed or something. Yeah, sure, maybe. You know, good luck. I'm in for Incredible Hulk for the writer and the art and the story, and that it's fun. I'm having a good time reading Hulk. It's worth it. Come and get some Hulk. We've got Justice Society 7, $3.99, 32 pages, written by Jeff Johns. I put this down at issue 5, and I'm not looking back. There's only, I believe, 10 issues of this, and then Jeff Johns is done. This is like Jeff Johns' last DC title, I believe. And it's okay, because this is Jeff Johns', I believe, 3rd volume of JSA, Justice Society of America, taking on the Golden Age heroes. And, you know, yeah, I mean, it like I said, it's okay. It's the new Golden Age. Sure. And, yeah, it's fine. We're going to have Young Justice Society coming out of this. We already have, because we had Stargirl, The Lost Children, written by Jeff Johns, art by Todd Knock, which was great. That was a 6-issue mini, which introduces some time lost and time for, and you know, people forgot they were removed. These kids were removed from the time stream, so all the adults kind of forgot about them. They were like mind wiped. Jay Garrick forgot they had a daughter. Jane Joan forgot they had a daughter because she was pulled out of the time stream, you know. And then you have a possible Huntress, a real Huntress. The original Huntress was from is from the future. She's Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle's daughter, you know. And she's stuck in the past with her future in flux. We have Catwoman number 59, written by Teenie Howard, coming fresh off the Gotham Boar miniseries. There are 4 really nice variant covers. You know, if we talk about objectification of women, but you know, there's always room for Selena Kyle bending over to scratch a cat in the head in that tight leather outfit. And you know, if you ever owned a cat, you know that a cat is going to, you'll be reading something, and the cat's going to jump on your chest. It's going to stick its butt, that kitty butt, right in your face, trying to get your attention. That's a cat being a cat. Remember that. $3.99, 32 pages. Should be fun if you're into that. You know, people like to give Teenie Howard a rash of stuff. Whatever. You know, I don't know if I've read anything that's really impressed me, but you know, she was hired for a reason, to get new readers, and hopefully those readers are buying these comics off the shelves of our local comic book shops. We've got Invincible Iron Man number 12 by Jerry Duggan. He's married. Married? Yeah. To Oily Bohunk. That's from 16 Candles. And I can't do the accents or I'm going to get canceled. Oh, well. If John Hughes were alive today, he'd be he'd be burned at the stake, wouldn't he? Invincible Iron Man number 12 by Jerry Duggan. It's got 2 variant covers. And It's it's got the Fall of X trade dress on it because Iron Man is in cahoots with Emma Frost, one of the X-Men, and trying to get his fortune back and trying to get his technology back. The Orcus people have, I was going to say Shanghaied his stuff, but you can't say that anymore, so don't say it. Why did you say that? Why did you write that down in the first place? You're Japanese, and you think you can say that. No, Pika, no. And we're gonna get some Ironheart in here. Everyone's favorite Riri Williams. Yay. But I'm not gonna bust on Jerry Duggan. There's plenty of that out there. So, you know, there's Void Rivals #6. People are liking that. You know, I think the art it's just too much modern purple. I think the art is sketchy. Ooh, bad pun. Too soon? I'm not hot about the art. Robert Kirkman's writing it. It's got 4 variant covers, and it's setting up the foundation for this shared Energon universe in the Skybound Image Hasbro universe. So we're gonna have like G.I. Joe, a version of G.I. Joe with Transformers, this Void Rival stuff, and maybe even other Hasbro properties. Don't be surprised if you see Mobile Armored Strike Command show up. Mask, it's around mask. Yeah, I was aging out right when those are really cool design toys. Let me tell you, the action figures were a little runty. They were like 3 inches tall, I think. You know, but they all had like, you know, masks, like helmets. They all had like code names and different attributes that got along with their specialized vehicle. But we got some friends out there in the chat that, you know, are reading and enjoying Void Rivals. Tell me all about it. Extol me with your, with why you like it. We've got one of my Dark Horse favorites here. It's still with the Fall of X trade dress. It's called Uncanny Spider-Man. It's issue #4, written by Cy Spurrier. I think it's going 5 issues. It's a mini. This wasn't meant to last. It's just it's Kurt Wagner, our friend Kurt Wagner, the Nightcrawler, and Fall of X. It's Kurt trying to get his to get himself right. He wants to just be a superhero. He just wants to help people. And he's come to his old friend Spider-Man and being like, hey, let me borrow one of your spare suits and go out and be part of your spider team. And Spidey's fine with that. Spidey needs the help. But this is interplaying with Orcus, the Stark Sentinels, Box Sentinels, Hounds. It's all coming together. It's all coming to a head. It'll all be collected in some omnibus edition one day. Get the Fall of X omnibus. Spider-Man's a mutant. No, but mutants are like kind of outlawed right now. And they're being hunted. So it's kind of like the Days of Future Past are coming at Days of Future Present. So this will be collected in the Uncanny Spider-Man Fall of X trade paperback. It will. And yeah, it's only I see solicited art up until issue #5. So this is going 5 issues, I believe. But it's it's Cy Spurrier, and I'm actually really enjoying it because he's nailing Kurt's voice. I'm an old-fashioned X-Men fan, man. There's Gunslinger Spawn #26. Friends out there of mine love Spawn. It sells for $2.99. 24 pages. Written by Todd McFarlane himself. Art by Dexter Soy. Beautiful cover art by Zay Carlos. One variant cover. Selling at $2.99. I mean, how does he do it? I mean, he does it. Todd does it. And it should be the industry standard. But no. It's not, no. We've got Star Wars Bounty Hunters #40. Written by Ethan Sachs. We got 2 variant covers. One of them with the holiday special variant, Harvey Korman's four-armed. It's called the Life Day variant. Yeah, of course it is. And I've as I said, this cut shows up. These Star Wars Marvel comics show up every week in my pirate treasure chest, and I read them. I am an old school Star Wars fan, and I love Star Wars. I want to like this. It's, I cannot. I've read all of these so far, and I cannot tell you what's going on. Yeah, it's kind of just all over the place. Dark energy has infected the droids of the Empire or something. We've got Justice League versus Kong versus Godzilla. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, number 2. It's all right. We got Moon Knight, City of the Dead, number 5. It has pencils and inks. I like that. I really do. And it's got 2 variant covers. And this is going 5 issues. Yeah, this is wrapping it up, I believe. I think they're killing off Mark Spector. I hope they replace him with a chick. I hope everyone gets replaced with a woman. It's what we deserve. I love women, don't get me wrong. We got Sensational She-Hulk number 2, written by Rainbow Rowell. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, sure. I hope you like it. We got Green Lantern War Journal number 3, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and I love Green Lantern, and I love John Stewart, and I love Philip Kennedy Johnson's work for the most part. There are 3 variant covers, but I'm passing on this. I'm not impressed with the modern purple everywhere you look. It turns me off. It really does. I'm to the point where that purple color has so much luggage now. It's on so many flags. It's on so many. It's just got a lot of modern. There's a lot of modernity tied into a color, and I'm done with it. And yeah, there's Jay Garrick, The Flash, number 2. His daughter Judy is back from back in the timeline, and I got the first issue. It's written by Jeremy Adams. I like Jeremy Adams, and but I checked out the first issue. I wasn't impressed with the art, and I'm glad I tried the first issue. I want to support Jeremy Adams. And I want to buy DC superhero comic books. I really do. But, I'm glad I tried it. And, yeah, I'll keep my eye on it. We got Avengers Incorporated number 3. 3 variant covers. And, 390. It's Janet Van Dyne. No longer Janet Pym. And it's written by Al Ewing, art by Leonard Kirk. We got an inker, so we got pencils and inks. That's great. I like that. And great cover by Daniel Acuna, who draws beautiful women too. I love his stuff from Green Lantern with Jeff Johns, from almost 20 years ago. And straight out of the Pandaverse and into your hands comes Hawk Girl number 5 by Jadzia Axelrod, with really good art by MMK Nahulpan. And let's see. This only has 1 more issue left, thank God. This is about modern purple. This is about modern stuff. The 2 variant covers. And if you say anything critical about it, you are punching down, you're marginalizing, you're a hater, and you deserve to be blocked by its creator. I didn't even say anything that critical about it. I mean, I'm just like one of the adjacent people that uphold the bad people, which makes me extra bad. So that means I'm going to be shot in the back on the firing line instead of, just given the honor of seeing my fire executors, right? That's what you people want. You people. As I'm not one of you people. And you want us what? Dead or something? Hit us in the face with a baseball bat? Oh. It's hard to root for that. It's hard to root for you, Jedzia Axelrod. I cannot root for you. You've treated me like an enemy. You've judged me as your enemy. Oh, it's only Twitter. Why are you so serious? Fuck you, clown. We got Carnage #1, $5.99, 36 pages, written by Torrin Grunbeck. And this thing has 13 variant covers. It's the return of Cletus Cassidy, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And that's that. Yeah, a lot of symbiote silliness and stuff. And it's got the Marvels. A lot of people have given a lot of crap about that. About like oh, look at that ugly banner ad for the Marvels movie on the tops of these comic books. And I'm like, I'm a big sucker for like the Columbia bike ad from fall winter 1981. So it's like, maybe that will be there. Some kids, that will be like, oh wow, that was the fall that I loved comics. Something like that. There's Batman Off-World #1 by Jason Aaron with pencils by Doug Mankey, inks by Jamie Mendoza. You can't help but see preview art for this because it's everywhere. Especially all of the backs of everything that you've bought the past 2 weeks from DC Comics. There are 9 variant covers, including a David Finch. There's a Pete Wood. And there's a Scotty Young as well. Hopefully you'll get yours. You didn't say bless you. Thank you. What else we got today? We've got Captain Marvel issue #2 by Eula Sowong. Yeah. How am I supposed to root for you? How am I supposed to buy your comics? Oh, you don't care because you already been paid. Because you're not disparaging the product by blocking people on Twitter. No, the rules are different for you. 8 variant covers. Can't give a fuck about this. Sorry. If I gave a fuck about this, that would make me a sucker. That would make me the loser that you think I am, Ms. Wong. Sorry, Ms. Wong. We've got Titans Beast World Evolution #1, which is is this a one shot? I think it's a one shot. Oh, this special one shot collects Teen Titans 5 and Tales of the New Teen Titans #3 and a story from Action Comics 1051, and each reveals a piece of Beast Boy's past that could be the key to saving the future. So on the tail of one event comes the head of the other one, and this is Beast World. It's a Titan event revolving around Garfield Logan, everyone's favorite changeling / Beast Boy. And, yeah, sure. Fine. Whatever. I mean, have fun with it. I'm avoiding that. I hope it's okay. If it's good, I will buy it. Seriously. But that's $7.99, reprinting some stuff that I've already kind of read. We've got $4.99 for 28 pages. That's welcome to Modern Marvel. You're getting to get 22 pages of art and story for $4.99. This is written by Mark Guggenheim, who does a really decent job of whatever he does because he's just a competent writer. We've got 2 variant covers, and one of them with the really nice action figure blister pack cover that I love those, but I'm not, it takes a very special Star Wars book for me to spend my money on Disney Star Wars, especially with creators like Greg Pak fuck you. With Alyssa Wong, you. You know, seriously. I mean, how am I supposed to root for this? You know, you don't get it, do you? Weird. I mean, no, it's like, how are you not disparaging your product? How are you not disparaging Marvel IP product? They don't care. They don't care. They don't fucking care about you. There's your outrage. We've got, but yeah, like I said, I've been reading a bunch of these Dark Droids. It's all filler. It is. It's no stakes, nothing going, because you know it fits between Empire and Jedi. We already know how this is going to turn out. In a way, there's just nothing doing here. It's a whole lot of wheel spinning at your expense. 29 issues over 6 months, over 5 to 6 different titles. Now, when you're saying that they don't make comic books for you older fans anymore, then we're given something, these breads and circuses, such as this. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars, Battle World #1 for $4.99. This is for the 40th anniversary of the original Secret Wars, and it celebrates Spidey getting his new costume, the black costume. So this is set then, and that long ago. It's written by Tom DeFalco. This has 7 variant covers, one including a action figure looking blister pack mock-up cover. That I love that kind of stuff. And I'm a little tired about this. Like, you know, it's just like, this is what, you know, oh, here we are making comic books for you older fans. Here you go. Stuff that doesn't matter, stuff that has no stakes because it's set in a past, in a long ago. You know, so I mean, here you go. That's the best. It's literally the best that Marvel can do. At least Marvel is thinking about you older fans. They've given you this, such as this other one too. It's called Daredevil Black Armor #1, and they're bringing back D.G. Chichester, who was writing that along, you know, sometimes with Andy Nocenti too, who was on Daredevil at the time. It's $4.99, 40 pages. Art by Mark Bagley. This is going to be a 3-issue mini, and once again, this is set like between a certain amount, like Daredevil in the 300s or so, when Daredevil got that black. I like the black armor costume. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, a lot of people don't like it, but it's just Mark Bagley on the cover. And this has 5 variant covers. And again, so this is what Marvel's doing to appease the aging out older fans. They're giving us scraps. That no stakes, nothing matters because it's like it's already been written. These are glorified 0.1 issues. You know, there you go. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. This is the Dark Horse comic, and this is, I think, going 12 issues total. And this is an anthology. They're one and dones. And they're all over the place when it comes to fitting in the continuity. This is one starring Mace Windu and Yoda back in the I don't even know if it's Clone Wars era, but it's definitely back in the day when Yoda and Mace Windu were 2 Jedi on the scene waiting to take down the baddies, and there's a Wookiee with a teddy bear. Let's get cutesy, ladies and gentlemen. And this will collect in Hyperspace Stories, Volume 3, Light and Shadows, trade paperback. There's one more, I believe, to this, and that's going to focus on. It's got a cover with 9 Numb and Lando in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. Ladies and gentlemen, your Star Wars. The Star Wars. There's Star Trek #14, $4.99, 32 pages. The lovely group editor. 5 variant covers. It's got Benjamin Sisko and Harry Kim. And written by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing. And it's... Yeah. Okay. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. Dude, look. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I should be buying this. I want to buy good Star Trek stories. I'm not touching this. Here, I'll pick this up because I got the rest of them. It's Plot Holes number 4 of 5 by Sean Gordon Murphy. It's on Whatnot Publishing. It doesn't say Massive anymore. It's from Whatnot Publishing. Really? I thought it was on Massive, but Massive is Whatnot Publishing. And this is Sean did this as a Kickstarter a couple of years ago. It was pretty successful, and now he's broken it up into floppies and selling them at the LCS through Whatnot's publisher, Massive. If that's even still a thing, because it doesn't say it. It just says Whatnot Publishing. Whatnot, which I barely know anything about. I asked Perch about that. Hopefully he'll answer my question. What else do we got? Anything else here? We got The Last Ronin number 3, the reissue. Now this is coming out weekly. So there's 5 issues to Last Ronin. It's an oversized reprint of IDW's huge success, and it's got Eastman and Laird bringing back, like kind of bringing back the Mirage Turtles, the Mirage continuity Turtles, and that's my sweet spot. Seriously, I was in high school buying Return to New York around issue 17, issue 19 of Mirage. Love that. I love those books. Seriously. That's something I wish I still had. But I'm in for this. I'm buying this. I like the oversized format. It's just slightly oversized. And I'm glad to be catching up on it. And it's the final turtle. Splinter's dead. The other 3 turtles are dead. There's 1 turtle left. The world has gone to some post-apocalyptic, sci-fi heck. And what does he do? Well, he keeps fighting the fight. He's the last turtle. He is the last Ronin. Which turtle is it? Well, it's probably kind of public knowledge, but, I feel like I'm giving it up by saying who it is. There's an Archie comic that I never see on the shelves. That's fine. I'm not buying Archie. I would never buy Archie comics again. That's all because of how they handled Afterlife with Archie. I mean, sorry. And I hit the refresh button and it added 3 more comics. That's great. Yeah, and that's about it. There's 123 different comics available to be solicited today. And what will your local comic book shop have? What are you buying this week? Let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the live chat if you're here at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern when the show premieres. We have the live chat premiere. Is always hopping, and it's full of some great folk that show up, and we like to have comic book shop style conversations once a day. Sorry. Where we take a break. I need more coffee. You're sure you didn't use your dirty sock? I'm getting hints of static cling in this. Really? I trust you. He swears he didn't. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. It's been the Comics Coffee Table, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern daily. We talk about comic books. And I hope you have a very nice Thanksgiving tomorrow. And it's Thanksgiving Eve. I give thanks and I'm blessed. I'm going to be hanging out with my family. And so I will try to make the live chat tomorrow. Let's see who shows up. If you're an orphan for Thanksgiving, come and bring your leftovers. We'll have potluck together at 3 p.m. And we'll bag and board some old comic books. Thank you so very much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We will see you again in those funny pages. Ciao. Bye-bye.